Jungle.
Welcome to Breeders Wahala season 2. So today we are discussing the bully breed, the American bully, and today we are here with one of the best in Africa, one of the best in West Africa, one of the best in the world. I know him as Otuo, but many of you know him as Bully House Kennel. So my boss, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Peter.
I've known you for like close to 10 years now. And you started with pit bulls.
It's probably more than that.
Wow, it's more than 10. Yeah, pit bulls and Dogo Argentinos, and all of a sudden you sold them off and then went for bullies. Why?
Right. Nothing personal. The pit bulls, I realized that the pit bulls were fading out gradually because in so many countries they were banned.
Yes.
So I was thinking, wow. I went on the internet and I saw the American bully. There's one male that I actually remember I saw on the net called Chester. Really huge. I was thinking, is that a pit bull or a different breed? So I started to do a little bit of research about the breed. Okay. And I got to find out that it's an American bully. So I decided, okay, fine. I think this breed looked more attractive because the American bully, sorry, the pit bull looks a little bit like a local dog or local breed. Yeah, somehow. So it couldn't compete with the Boer bulls and, you know, the Rottweilers and
in the market.
Yes.
Sure.
People are looking for big dogs, very intimidating. Although the pit bull is a bit intimidating, very aggressive, I think the American bully would do better. So I decided to ship them and then get the American bully.
Okay. So for how many years are you bringing the American bully dog now?
Roughly about 6.5 years.
6.5 years.
Yes. Roughly.
Okay, so I read that there are many classes. There are many classes, and then I can see only one type in your house.
Yes.
So could you tell us about the classes and then why you have this particular type in the house?
Okay, so yes, indeed, they have many classes. They have the pockets, the extreme, and then they have the classic and the XL. So all these breeds are very nice, okay. But then I love the packets. Okay. You know, the packets in particular because they have high energy, okay. And they are very cute to handle. You know, so nothing personal. Like I said, everybody has his own opinion, has his own choice, and I believe the packet look more attractive. Okay. But okay. I also love the extreme. Okay. I'm sure very soon I'll be getting some extreme here. So,
because what's the difference between the classes? Is it just the size?
Yeah, the sizes.
Mainly it's just the size.
Yes, it's the sizes. Yes. Okay. I mean the extreme are much wider and thicker than the packets. But then the packet are more small.
Same heights.
Yes.
Same height.
Same height. With the exception of the classic, okay. Those ones are a bit taller than the packet in the extreme.
Okay. Yeah. So back to the bullies. Well, I learned that they are a newer breed as compared to all the other dog breeds.
Yes.
And then there's this perception in town that people think when they mate their American bullies to pit bulls, they are still breeding American bullies. And there are people who think when they add King Corsos or whatever other breed, English bulldogs to pit bulls, they are breeding bullies. What's your say on it? Does the bully breed have a standard? And then is the bully breed a purebred dog or is still a breeding process?
I'll say that it's still a breeding process because the bully was founded on 2 or 3 breeds. That is the American Staffordshire, and then the what's the other breed? It's an American Staffordshire, and then the Pit Bull Terrier. Yes, and other bulldog breeds as well were put together. And as you can see, the breed is changing; it's evolving every day. Yes. If you quite remember, I started with Flip.
Yes. So, yes, you brought in Kane, Flip, Chopper, Rocky, OG, and then your male boy coming. So, I can say you've owned some of the best bloodlines. Can you mention them for us?
Yeah.
And then ones you currently own and ones you've owned in the past.
Okay, so talking of Flip. Flip is an old school edge, razor's edge.
Okay.
American bully. It's a very good one. Good quality at that time. Today we don't really hear much of the razor's edge. Yeah, but then back then, Flip bloodline was one of the top bloodlines. And also, I brought in Kane. Kane is a Miyagi. The mother is Dax and father is also Miyagi. And then I brought in Sub-Zero. I don't know if you remember Sub-Zero. Yes,
I remember Sub-Zero.
It's one beautiful dog. I mean, full of muzzles. I love that dog. R.I.P. Sub-Zero. You know, Sub-Zero is Eminem Bullies, boss grandson, which is also a very beautiful pedigree that I've owned. And then the Louis line, Chopper. Chopper is Louis V, and grandson, that's Oro, direct Oro's son. I mean that boy also changed my kennel. And then who else came? Right.
Lazarus son.
Lazarus, yes, son, yes.
You've forgotten B-boy.
Yes, B-boy, yes, Pepe.
Pepe.
Yes, Dali. Yes, Dali, Pepe is Dali.
That's a lot of Dali.
Grand Dali, yes. And then Rocky came.
Yeah, Rocky.
Right, yeah, Rocky is also Heat Wave. More or less, it's a Dax line as well. So, and I have my boy, which is Veneno, the Veneno line. This boy is Veneno grandson. His father is Red Flag, one serious producer. And then, yeah, of course, I have my boy Samson here. So we have the Mazzotone, we have the Louis V, and then we have the Veneno line. So currently, these are the three lines I have here. Yes.
What's the most expensive dog bully you've bought so far?
I'll say this boy.
Wow.
Currently this boy, but then the Merle coming is more expensive than this boy.
Okay.
I paid $12,000 for the Merle.
Puppy.
A puppy.
Puppy.
Yes. I mean $12,000 for the Merle puppy. This boy costs as a puppy $8,000.
Wow.
I bought him as a puppy.
Oh, okay.
So because of the COVID, he had to stay with the owner for some time.
You pay so much for your dog?
Yes.
So what's the best offer you've had for any of the dogs you produced yourself?
That's a good question. Right. Currently, people are offering me 15,000 USD.
That's right.
For my female keeper.
That's right.
But I think that female is priceless. $15,000 is quite a lot of money. But I still will not let it go. There's a lot I can do with that.
Ghana here, no. Where people pay 4,000 for what we say, 4,000 Ghana cedis. They get offer $15,000. Charlie,
yes.
BHK.
Yes, it look a bit different from the stock that I have now. So I can say that yes, the breed is still evolving. Although it's a breed on its own,
it's still evolving.
Yes.
Sure.
And that is one thing that makes the American Bully unique from all other breeds. You know, it comes in different shape, different size, different head size, same class. You know, and you know most people are going more into the exotic mix with the pure American Bully.
What's the difference?
The exotic is much shorter. They're not as smart as the packets.
Okay.
Yes, they are more like I don't know how to put it, and I don't also want to be offensive, but since it's not my class, I don't really want to talk much about them.
Okay,
yes, but then if you combine the exotic with American Bully, it gives you something different. And I believe that before we used to have certain particular bloodlines that dominated the breed. Yes, but now it looks different.
You mean Miyagi and the others?
Yes, I mean yes. Okay. I mean Miyagi also has Dax in him and all that.
Yes.
But then it has changed completely. You can tell from the looks of the American Bully now. It's revolving and like we say, Obi and Yobia.
I mean, for the breed.
Yes, Obi and Yobia. Before, we used to have Louis V,
Yes.
you know, as the real benchmark and the darks. But now people are doing different things, and
Crazy.
I mean, your dog cannot reign forever.
Not at
I mean, within a year or two, your dog fades away and another one comes, because the breed, like I said, is evolving every day, and it makes the breed unique.
Yeah, because I've realized with every new male you bring, there's a difference.
There's a difference,
Right,
exactly.
from King, Flip, Chop,
Yes.
Rocky
Yes.
to
Titus.
yes. So
Yes.
I realized that there's a difference.
Yes, there's a big
So
difference.
same standard, but just that the breed is improving.
It's improving every day. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the official registry for the American Bully?
Okay. For us here, we have the AFBR.
Okay.
The AFBR, we're trying to promote it. We want it to go international. I mean, most people have registered. Few guys in South Africa, Nigeria, and Ghana as well. And I'm sure it will go far. So I don't want to talk about any other registry, with the exception of what we have here. That's what.
Okay.
But the ABKC.
Okay. So you'll be
Yes.
affiliated to ABKC?
No.
It's a different thing altogether.
Yes. But very soon.
Okay.
Because now we are affiliated to the French Bully Kennel Club.
French Bully. Okay.
French Bully Kennel Club, which is trying to affiliate itself to the ABKC.
Okay.
So very soon, I'm sure that will work out. So it's something that we expect maybe before the end of the year, or probably early next year, that should happen.
Excellent. So when are we having your first official show for the American Bully?
That's a very good question. That's a very good question. It's in the pipeline. We're planning something around August. That's next month.
Excellent.
But I'm not quite sure whether the August one will come on, because we want a beautiful weather, and August might seem to be very dry.
Okay. Okay.
So we'll probably shift it to maybe September when the rain starts, because we want to get a very good show and
the dogs should be
best
comfortable to show
condition
themselves well.
for the dogs. So
True.
we're looking at maybe September, if possible October. But definitely we're going to have a show this year.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. So your judge will be coming in from America?
Yes, we have one judge not from America, from Romania.
Romania. Okay.
Yes, that and there's another guy too, from the guy who owns Nemesis. Mazuton.
Right.
Yes. I spoke to him and he said he's welcome to join us.
Excellent.
So we're looking at it.
Excellent.
But then the first thing that we'll do will not be a show. It's like something like Show Your Bully.
Yeah, exhibition kind of thing.
Exhibition, yes.
The world, what's Ghana.
Exactly what we have. So
Sure.
just that. But then the show will come on. We're working on that. We want it to be in grand style, so we're working on it.
So currently, how many bullies do you have at home?
Do I even know? I think I have about 7.
Okay.
About 7, yeah. Which is okay. I mean, I don't need that much. I don't want to buy any more. I used to have more than that.
Okay.
And I'm still bringing another male.
Okay.
In a male. Yes, because male is trending now. So at least.
Yeah, you should have what is trending. You should have
Yes.
what is trending.
So I need to get a
Keep
male.
the kennel going.
So I'm sure soon we'll have a male here in Ghana.
That will be the first in Ghana.
I'm sure first male bully in Ghana. So I'm sure we'll have it.
First male registered proper
bully, American bully.
Not something mixed somewhere that somebody's come to.
So I mean, BHK will be big. I mean, we have big visions. We're planning to compete. We want to put Africa, not just Ghana, but to put Africa on the map when it comes to American bully.
Yeah,
so,
I think I've been following for the past 2-3 years, and it's like almost every year you attend a show in the US.
Yes. I mean, you see, if you want to be known and you want to understand what is going on in the bully world, you can't just sit at one place and think that you've really abreast yourself with what is going on in the bully world.
You need to see.
You need to see. Sometimes the reason why I go to shows is that I want to see whether I'm on the same par with the Americans and the Europeans. They are the real standard. They set up the pace for us. So sometimes I go like, okay, am I doing good? Where can I improve? Do I need a new stock? Do I need to do this? And then it motivates me. You understand? So that's why I always want to visit shows and see, what is going on. And then also make friends with the big boys.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when someone sees a boa bull, it's about size.
Yes.
When someone sees a Great Dane, it's about height. someone sees a Wahala, it's about ferocity and then head size.
Yes.
So what's there to look out when you see a bully? What are the key features of the bully dog that makes the bully so attractive?
Right.
Aside its loving and cuddly behavior,
Yes.
what else?
I have this boy here, Samson. Samson's a little boy. He's only 8 months, and you can see his muzzle tone.
Full of energy too.
He's full of energy. That is one thing that you can't take it away from the American bully. The muzzles alone and the neck size, you know, it's so intimidating. It's something that none other breed has it apart from these bullies, and it makes them look more unique. I mean, we're talking about head size. He hasn't got the best head, you know, the biggest head in this house, but I believe that very soon his head will blow up.
Yeah, he's just 8 months.
Yes, exactly. So I think the muzzle alone makes the American bully stand out. You know, they look very intimidating, the way they pose and everything.
Talking about the muscles, the part of the general misconception people have is that all bullies are injected on steroids and then they are fed on some kind of foods that make them muscle and everything. So when someone sees another person's bully and is all muscular, they say, oh, the steroids, they don't give birth. But I can see all your females looking like males. But you have litters all year round.
Exactly.
So is that about the steroids or is it about bloodlines?
Honestly, it's bloodlines. That's what I believe. I've had different bloodlines in this house. I've had some bullies that never had muzzles. Okay. It didn't matter how many times I trained them and what I give them, they are still the same. If you don't take care, you end up not even feeding them because you're looking for muzzle. Muzzle is genetic, you know, and with time, it comes out with time. When some do show up very early, others when they grow. After 1 year, your dog will look different. And there's one thing also I need to tell, those who buy, bullies. They need to be very patient with them. Yes. If you buy a good bloodline and it's not looking good.
Like your Romanian girl, Reggie,
exactly.
She looked like a pit bull, almost like a pit bull, but now she's all muscled up and everything.
At age 8 months, that dog just changed completely.
That's
Samson's mother. You understand? So the muzzle will come if you know you've bought a good bloodline, and you know the parents. Don't worry. It doesn't matter how they look, they will change. If it's a female, after their first heat, male, between 10 to 1 year, you begin to see massive changes in them. So that's one area that I think I want to emphasize to those who buy. But you need to buy quality. That's the whole thing.
Talking about quality, then it means cash.
Cash, of course.
So on the average, how much do you sell your puppies on the average?
On the average, things have changed. I mean, things have changed.
Sure.
Last couple of months, I was selling my puppies for $2,000.
Okay.
Right? I don't know what happened, but things suddenly changed. And now puppies sometimes even scare me when I call the price. Yes.
You the one asking for the price?
Yes, I'm asking. I'm scared. And I don't know what people might think, but honestly, the American bully is not cheap.
At all.
You see, I have different bloodlines, and
at different costs.
Different costs, exactly. So I cannot really. Some litters do come out fantastic. True. So if somebody's aiming, if somebody's aiming of getting the American bully from me, they should target somewhere between 3,500. That will probably be a last pick of the litter, all the way up to maybe, I don't know, 6K for now. Then
I'm sure when your mailboy comes in and starts shooting fire, you'll be going like $10,000.
I'm sure maybe I'll get a lot of people dissing me, man.
Oh, but it's normal. You know, with a bully in Africa, I mean, at least I can say for West Africa and Ghana, the pay setter for us. So expect more bashing.
Now they will bash me. I mean,
you're buying puppies for $10,000, $15,000.
Exactly.
Before you go fly in, go pick up your dog, and come back, and then they are just paying. Yeah, so
it's like what they are paying is like the shipping cost.
The shipping cost.
Exactly.
Yeah, so, well. So remember, currently, what's your start fee? And then
that's a good question. Somebody called me today.
Okay.
Asking for start. I told him I have 2 males. I have Samson, although young, we can still produce, and I have Titus.
Okay.
Right. So currently, his start fee is going for 6,000 Ghana. That's about 1,000 USD.
Yes, 1,000.
And Titos is twice that.
Okay,
so that's 2K.
It's fair.
Exactly. So,
It's fair.
and I'm sure that's
I'm sure even if they see what Titos and the others are producing, they might
exactly.
pay more.
Yes,
They like to pay
exactly. I mean, honestly, if you want to do business, you don't have to think about the costs.
More. Once you're getting quality.
You're getting quality. Look, you have a male, you have a female, and you want to breed to a good male. The male is popular, it's well branded, is known everywhere, and you are paying. Well, even if you're not able to sell for even $2,000, and you have about 10 puppies, it's hard to sell $1,500 per puppy. Trust me, it's good money.
Very good.
So you don't have to think about how much I'm paying for start, because that one payment, one-time payment, can earn you so much. So you don't really need to think about.
You go the extra mile to bring quality to West Africa for us. So
exactly,
you should try as much as possible to pay the small fees.
Yes, and
charges.
Honestly, I just need the support.
Yes.
I mean, you can see that anytime I bring a male, within a year, 2, I let that male go. I bring another one.
Every time.
You know, I'm just trying to fill the system with so much good quality males, so we can have different, bloodlines. So the money you give me goes back into the game, and then to improve. Exactly. So for everybody to also benefit.
We are all in business for profit, but the end aim is to improve the quality.
Improve the quality, yes.
If not, we would have stayed with Flip and King.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's so.
Yes.
Sure. So that's fine. And then we've heard that the bullies don't give birth naturally. It's always a CS.
Oh, it's not true.
It's not true.
You see, for a breeder, you're doing business. Okay, that's a business aspect of it. You don't want to lose puppies.
Okay.
Bullies can give birth naturally.
Okay.
It's easy for them.
Okay.
But then, for the business side of it, you don't want to lose your puppies. Look at the cost of one puppy. If you lose one, that's a lot of money for you. Sure. So if you cut them open, you take all your puppies, none of them comes with any defects, and you are free. Mother is fine. You can breed as many as probably 4 to 5 times. But then you need to also give them breaks.
In between.
Exactly. So I prefer to open them. Not that my females cannot. I mean, those who bought females from me, they are breeding them. Many of them are not even doing C-section.
Okay.
Yes, because I mean that one also costs to do a C-section. So some will prefer to allow.
Care for the mother.
Exactly. Sure. Yes.
So what are your major challenges breeding the American bully?
It hasn't been easy. Like you said, I've been breeding them for about 6.5 years. It's been a big challenge, serious challenge. I mean, you got to know the breed. I mean, American bully, it's a very beautiful breed, but I'll say it's not for beginners.
Okay.
You understand? It's not for beginners. If you want to breed, you need to gather breeds, get to know how
to handle dogs,
how to handle puppies.
Sure.
You know, I get a lot of complaints from people every day. I lost my puppies. They are looking like this. They are not eating, parvo, and all those stuff. I mean, I hardly get these issues because I've lived to learn. Exactly. You know, for about 3 years when I started the bullies, I wasn't getting any puppies.
Wow.
For 3 years, I get puppies, but then I lose them.
Why?
To parvo.
Okay.
Although I've been breeding for so long, you know, I didn't know what to do when I had parvo in my kennel, and I wasn't getting the right medication for them. And as a breeder, we rely on the vets to also support us. But there are certain things as a breeder you need to know, because for instance, you have puppies. You need to spend time. You need to get to know each puppy as an individual. Otherwise, when there's a problem, you will never know.
True.
So the reason why sometimes my puppies look so unique is the time I spend with them. You know, when I have puppies from day one, sometimes I don't even want to give them to the mother. The puppies you see here, they were bottle fed from day one.
You did everything yourself?
Everything. You know, if you see the mother, her breast is gone.
Yeah.
I mean, as if she's never giving birth.
True.
I don't usually give my puppies to the mother.
You handle everything.
I handle everything from the one. It's tough work, and it pays. You get all the puppies coming at equal size, because they are all being fed equally.
Yeah.
You understand? But I mean, bottle feeding has its own challenges, and I believe I've gone through it, and I know how to handle puppies. It's not for everybody, but I also say the American Bully is a beautiful breed, but not for everyone. You got to learn. You got to know there are challenges. You breed them, you face a lot of challenges, but like I always say, it's like a kid that always throws tantrums, and the mother is not able to handle. The day that the mother decides that, okay, I've had enough, let me pick up my child because she's crying so much, that very moment, the moment that the child is also fed up and wants to sleep. So you get to a point with your breeding program and you feel like, I've spent so much, I'm losing puppy, I'm losing money. That is your turnaround. You know, something is going to happen. Don't give up. That challenge that you are facing is going to change within a minute. I spoke to one guy today and he was like, I won't do it again. I'm done. I said, look, I said, don't give up. Do you know how much money I put in this, this American Bully thing? I don't even want to mention it. So just keep going. One day, things will turn for you, and that'll be it. And I also want to give one good advice to those who are breeding. Not only American Bully breeders.
All breeders.
All breeders. I mean, you need to brand yourself.
Very important.
Branding is very important.
Very important. I mean, you are doing very well with the pit bulls and dogos.
Yes.
You even change.
Yes.
But then you stepped up the game and then you are doing
good.
And now the whole of West Africa knows. In fact, the whole of Africa knows BHK.
Yes. So you need to brand yourself. And the only way you can brand is getting quality dogs. And don't hide them. I mean, whatever you have, you should let people like it. You understand? This is what I have, and I love it. You are going to tell people that this dog is the best dog in the world. You understand? Let everybody feel it. Your energy, the energy that you have will transcend into other people, and they will believe that you have the best dog. You understand? You have to sell your ideas to them. If you don't do that, people always think that you don't have the best. Probably you have it. Even if it's not good, you have to force people to love it. And that's the way you can brand yourself. And I mean, I've seen few people doing that these days, and I keep telling you that keep going. Sure, and with that, if you're able to do this, when you improve, it's easy for you to make it. So I'm sure.
So please, what's your diet plan like for both the adults and the puppies?
That's good. That's good. That's a good question. I feed my American Bullies raw chicken.
Raw chicken.
Puppies, this is very risky, but I know how to handle it. At 4 weeks, they start eating raw.
At 4 weeks?
At 4 weeks. I feed them raw at 4 weeks. But it's very dicey. If you don't know what you are doing, don't try. Because if a diarrhea sets in, the next minute is parvo. And one other thing that I've realized causes parvo so much in kennels is deworming. The dewormers we have here, honestly, they are not good.
Most of them are not
I'm telling you.
Most of them are not good.
I mean, people are using chalk to deworm their dogs. You need to get a good brand. What I do is I always import my dewormers.
So raw diet for all your dogs?
Yes, raw diet. If you feed raw diet, you need to deworm very often. You have to deworm very often. So I do raw diet. It's good. 4 weeks, you start all through your life. But I also add moringa powder.
Okay. I
don't buy supplements.
Wow. So none of your dogs are on supplements?
No, I don't do supplements.
The muscle tone and everything we are
they are all on moringa powder. So you get a good moringa powder and just put few on the, sprinkle few on the meat, and that's it. It contains everything. It also builds the muscles. It's good for muscle building and also for the bone. It has everything, all the nutrients you need for your dog. You can get it. Even if your dog is having skin issues, you can still give them moringa powder, and trust me, it will clear everything. I don't think you've seen any of my dog having skin issue here.
Yeah, none of them.
None of them. It's because of the moringa.
None of them.
It's high in vitamins. So I also recommend that for your dog. Those who are breeding Caucasians and Shepherds, and moringa will help them with their coats.
Excellent advice for them.
Yeah.
I think I've been here for the past 2 hours. But I haven't seen anyone else apart from you and the family. So it means you will handle everything yourself.
Yes.
No kennel guys.
Yes, and no kennel guy. I don't do kennel guys.
You do everything yourself.
I do everything myself. You need to understand what you are doing. You should know what you are doing. As
So
a
don't
breeder,
keep numbers that you can't handle.
yes,
That's one
yes. I mean, honestly, as a breeder, you need to get involved.
Sure.
You need to get involved.
Know your dogs individually.
Exactly,
like
know
said.
them. Every morning I follow everybody to poo-poo, you know, and that is very important. I have to make sure that the poo is okay, everything is okay. If I have a kennel guy, he might not be able to do and feed me with all those information
You need, sure.
So, I mean, to me, I've been doing it for years.
Yes,
Since 2005, 2006.
Wow.
I've been doing this, so I'm used to it.
Okay.
Sometimes I don't even appreciate what people who do for me.
Do for you, sure,
Yes.
sure.
So it's
I'd love to end it with the advice for all breeders, but it's like you've given it to them already.
I put everything in it.
Yeah, sure. So we thank you so much for today. And boss, I beg you, the mating is just $2,000. $2,000. You see the puppies, come and get some. But then one other thing he mentioned is getting good bitches. So you realize that in the videos and pictures that are rolling on your screens, you realize that the bitches have good chest, good heads, good shoulders, good conformity. In fact, some of the bitches even look like males. And then, like he said, the good foundation stock lies in the bitches and not the studs. So please buy good quality stock. Don't compromise on quality by buying cheaper dogs because you think you are saving cash. It doesn't work that way. So please, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share the video. And then this is BHK. the man taking Africa to US. Alright, peace.